very different stories play out inside Iran right now. And together they paint a stark picture. On one hand, the IRGC is back to seizing foreign vessels, this time a ship flying the flag of Eswatini or Swaziland, accused of carrying more than 350,000 liters of smuggled fuel through the Strait of Hormuz. It is the latest in a series of maritime interceptions as Tehran tries to flex control over one of the most important waterways on Earth. But at the same time, Iran is struggling with a deepening internal crisis. Water reservoirs at record lows. And now one of the country's biggest dams, Karkeh, has been forced offline with electricity production now literally grinding to a halt because of the decrease in water. Precipitation is down nearly 90%. Drought is widespread and neighborhoods are facing rolling water cuts. Yet despite all of this, Iran is still unveiling new naval hardware, repairing warships, and expanding its floating military bases. A country running out of water is still pouring money into its military footprint. Well, joining us now is Khosro Isfahani, senior analyst at the National Union for Democracy in Iran. Khosro, help us make sense of this contrast. Iran can't keep a major dam powered because the reservoir is drying up, yet it's adding destroyers, floating bases, and new drone systems. I mean, what does this tell us about Tehran's priorities right now?
Thanks for having me. The Islamic Republic is a theological authoritarian state with one and only one mission, and it's staying in power and expanding its rule across the Middle East, which includes erasing Israel off the map, erasing any sort of presence of Western powers in the Middle East, and degrading any effort for democracy throughout the region. We have seen it in Lebanon, in Syria, and elsewhere. So we are dealing with a bunch of psychopaths that have put Iran on the path for destruction. They have seen the country's economy collapse under their corruption. They have seen the country drying up, not having enough water for people to drink, no electricity. Throughout the summer, we had constant blackouts hitting every major city in the country. We are dealing with a corrupt bunch that only cares about fattening their wallets and also expanding and exporting their Islamist revolutionary ideas across the world. That's one side of this story, as you mentioned. That's what the Iranians are enduring under the Islamic Republic, and its officials don't even shy away from acknowledging it. They say that we rather starve, we rather our people starve, and they're not just talking about the Iranian people. They also are willing to export this starvation to Lebanon and elsewhere. They rather starve populations to stay in power and export terrorism and war around the world. At the same time, we are dealing with a regime that has lost its trump card. With the 12-day war and the combination of US and Israeli military and intelligence might, the Islamic's nuclear program, its clandestine activities, its air defenses, its missile program has been significantly degraded. It has been reduced to rubble. And the regime is trying everything in its power to rebuild a semblance of power, that they still have some card in this charade of diplomacy, but they're losing that game. So they are resorting to saber rattling in the Strait of Hormuz to say that we can disrupt global trade by activities like this. But more fearful than that is the Islamic Republic's influence and infiltration efforts around the world. My organization have been investigating the Islamic Republic's Islamist infiltration of the United States, the institutions that they have built here to indoctrinate children, to set up networks that with a snap can activate into terror cells that can take American lives.